Today's field trip takes us to the Pelican state of Louisiana. Known for the big, easy style of New Orleans, weather extremes in Louisiana are often very big and anything but easy. Hurricanes and tornadoes are some of Mother Nature's most destructive forces, and both have wreaked havoc on this southern state.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I had better news for you, but we are facing a storm that most of us have feared.
Hurricane Katrina devastated the state of Louisiana. Before coming ashore, the storm churned through the Gulf of Mexico.
The maximum sustained winds are 160 miles per hour, making this a Category 5 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale.
Fearing the worst, residents from Texas to Florida began evacuating ahead of the powerful storm. In New Orleans, thousands stayed at the New Orleans Superdome as a shelter of last resort. All that was left to do now was wait for the storm to arrive. And arrive it did. Katrina slammed into the Louisiana coastline on August 29, 2005 as a powerful Category 3 storm. With 130-mile-per-hour sustained winds and a storm surge up to 20 feet, Katrina walloped the Louisiana coast. In New Orleans, many had feared the worst, but as the storm passed, most thought the worst was over. But the following morning, disaster struck. Several levees surrounding and protecting New Orleans had been damaged by Katrina and burst, flooding 80% of the city. Even as the skies cleared, it would take days for the federal officials to reach those who stayed in the Superdome. Elsewhere in Louisiana, thousands of homes were completely destroyed and entire communities were leveled. In all, Katrina was blamed for the deaths of more than 1,800 people, most of whom were in Louisiana. The hurricane also caused more than $80 billion in damages to the Gulf Coast, making it the costliest hurricane ever to hit the United States. The storm was so powerful, the name Katrina was retired from the list of Atlantic hurricanes and will never be used again. Before Katrina devastated the state of Louisiana, many recalled another powerful hurricane, Camille. Camille ravaged much of the Louisiana coast when it came ashore on August 17, 1969. The storm had winds in excess of 190 miles per hour. Camille was a powerful Category 5 at landfall. At its peak, the storm patched 30-foot waves and pounded the region with torrential rain. In the end, Hurricane Camille proved to be one of the costliest hurricanes on record. 256 lives were lost, thousands of homes were left in ruins, and damage was estimated at $1.4 billion. Louisiana has also been in the path of powerful tornadoes. On April 3, 1999, hundreds were left homeless after two twisters ripped through the Benton area in northwestern Louisiana. One of the twisters tore a 3-mile path across the state and flattened two mobile home parks. This home video shows just how ferocious the winds were.
The whole thing just exploded. The one little dog, the white one there, she was in the air. My wife had her by the shoulder chain, holding her down.
That's pretty bad to knock off the top of the chimney there. Took the carpet off the floor, too.
When the dust settled, 6 people had been killed and dozens more were taken to the hospital with injuries. The climate in Louisiana is influenced by the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico to the south and occasionally the cold, dry air moving in from the north. The largest city in Louisiana is Baton Rouge. Many moved to this city after leaving New Orleans in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. The average summer high temperature in Baton Rouge is 83, while the average winter low temperature is 50 degrees. Louisiana can also experience temperature extremes. The hottest temperature ever recorded in Louisiana was in Plain Dealing, where the temperature hit a scorching 114 degrees in 1936. Now, the coldest temperature ever recorded was in Minden, where the mercury bottomed out at a frigid -16. Now, this goes all the way back to 1899. Louisiana can see all types of dangerous and deadly weather, including record-breaking hurricanes and damaging tornadoes. For your NBC Weather Plus field trip, I'm meteorologist Bill Karins.